Okay, chicas, now we're gonna do another hip isolation exercise. This is a very important one. It's called hip rocking, and it's moving your hips from side to side while transferring the body weight completely to that leg at the same time. So I'm gonna show you first. We're gonna start this movement with the legs a little bit wider than the shoulders, knees bent. Hands in a sexy position or jazz position away from your body. We're going to rock the hips towards the right leg, completely transferring the body weight there, and rock the hips towards the left. We do this a lot during partner work as well as chimes in different steps. So we're going to learn the motion first from side to side and then apply it to different positions. I'm going to turn around to show you so that it's easier to follow. So, place your legs slightly wider than your shoulders, toes pointing slightly diagonal or forwards. Now, this weight transfer starts really from the feet, not just from the hips. So, you want to think about your right leg, heel raising off the floor, and the hip lifting up as you did before in the hip side to side, as if you wanted to go towards your shoulders. But now you're going to push your body weight completely towards the right side. So your torso is to the left in a Cuban motion, and you lower the heel on the floor and sit on that hip. Now my right knee is bent, I'm completely sitting on my right hip, my pelvis is anteriorly tilted, so I'm not tucking under. You really sit on that hip. The pelvis now, the hip looks diagonal back. To go the other way, now your left heels are off the floor. You're going to start going over towards the left, through your toes, lifting the hip up to the ceiling like we did before, and landing on the left leg, bending the left knee. So this time you're totally and completely sitting on that left hip. Let's do it again like this, and then I show you from the side. So arms out. Going through your toes, lifting the hip, and landing, pressing the heel on the floor, and lifting and landing the other way. Now, if I'm sideways, just to show you, sideways view, the same thing. I lift to the right and land, really sitting on that hip. Switch towards the left, lift the hip, lift the heels, and land. So when you land, your back is pretty arched, exaggerating the dancer's posture. One more time, lifting up, moving through your toes, and sitting, lifting, and sitting. You want to think about the back of your hips, but your bum almost drawing half a circle, one way and the other. This will help you not tuck under. Yeah, so try not to tuck under. Now we're going to do it one more time, a little bit faster, just to feel the flow. Gonna rock to the right and to the left, to the right, to the left. Make sure you bounce on your hip, so you sit on the hip until it feels you're bouncing before you go the other way. And rock, 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 rock. And as we had before, that feeling of squeezing the side of the body, the shoulder blade getting closer to the hips, this applies here as well. So you rock to the right, this side of your body gets shorter, rock to the left, this side of your body gets shorter. Excellent. So I'm going to show you the same now, but changing the leg position, forwards and back. So let me turn around. First, place your left leg in front of you and your right leg behind, not too far apart, almost like if you were doing a basic step. And I want you to start by rocking the hip and sitting on your right hip. So now your body weight is in the back leg, you're totally sitting on your right hip. Now, the same we did before, you're going to go up and over and rock, this time sitting on the left side. Up and over through the toes, sitting on the right side, up and over, sitting on the left. Now, as you can notice, when you sit on your right leg, your left leg is free. So allow your hip to drop, push your right hip up as far as possible. This will be your starting position also for a setup or pivot turn. And when you go to the left, your right leg is completely free. So you could go and step anywhere you like. So this is a nice and steady position to do anything you want with the other leg. Let's do it a little bit faster. Rock right, rock left, rock right, rock left. And let's change the legs. So the left leg is behind you, the right leg is in front. Sit on the left, squeezing the side of the body, up and over, rocking onto the right, rocking onto the left, and sitting, rocking onto the right, and sit on the left, and sit on the right. So it's exactly the same principle we did with the legs apart in the second position, but in a fourth position, forwards and back. So let's try now with music.